Yes, people, big up, never a foul. It's Cash, your host, doing the most as always, joined by Welks, who I can't really see. No pun intended, obviously, but Carefree Lewis as well. And then we're going to be joined by Northside briefly, Mons and George. George just in the meeting. But yeah, look, we're going to talk about a lot of the fixtures this weekend. Obviously, we're going to start with Arsenal being back on top of the league. Got Man United stunning. Liverpool absolutely gave them a stone cold Steve Austin in their title hopes. And then Man City's back on some smoke. And then Chelsea, who better to talk about embarrassment more than Lewis? So yeah, man, big up and smash the like button. The like button's always important. And I want to ask, because I'm not one of them guys that ask for it 24/7 on a stream because it's dead food. But I believe in you guys. Do you believe in yourself? Let me know. But yeah, man, Lewis, what you saying, man? That's again bottom two team. Not gonna be funny. How you feeling on Monday morning, man, or afternoon, shall I say?
I've been counting down, and it's 6 weeks. 6 weeks until this crap is over. That's all I'm doing now. Forget the road to 40 points, even though we got there. Forget believing that we can get into Europe. I'm not listening to that crap. Just end the season. We'll see what happens against Man City. That'll be a laugh. It's 4:20, so I'll be blazed out of my head. So regardless of what happens, it won't affect me. 6 weeks, and then this season is over. I'm finished. I give up. This team's taking everything out of me. I give up.
I'll be real. Lewis, bro, is everything cool, fam? Like, you can call me at any time, innit?
Maybe.
Well, you want to be there to help me during this moment.
Nah, bro. Like, do you know what it is, bro? I know the club's got you down bad right now, bro. When you told me you ain't cutting your hair until this manager's gone and all of this thing, I thought, nah, he's fucking about that. He's joking.
I had to go back on that. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll go do the sides. So I'll let the top keep growing. But
no, don't listen. It's pulling off. But bro, like I can see right now, these men have you stressed. I can see, bro. I know you. Look how long I've known you now. I ain't seen you like this in a minute. I ain't seen you like this.
Even last season wasn't as bad as this.
Yeah, because
even last season,
weren't you in the champs last year as well? Like,
actually, no, tell a lie. Last season we actually, we lost home and away to the team bottom. This season we actually beat them at home. So I guess there's some positive. People will say that's progress.
Bro, I'm just looking at you right now and saying, bro, I'm sorry, innit? Like, how about this? Like, I know, don't get me wrong. After this segment, I'm gonna go back to how it is, innit? You know what I'm saying? All right,
game is a game.
Tastes like Kool-Aid, but bro, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One day we'll get our independence. They will be free of this terrorist. One day.
Yeah. Here Welks shows up after his team has dropped points. So Mons isn't alone. Lucky Jules ain't there yet because I feel like he wants to wrap it up on you, but because you didn't you didn't show up last time, Welks. But different circumstances. But big up Northside though. In the building, you know what? We need to do some rearranging. Lewis, hold that one. Welks, because you didn't show up. There you go, man. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. But yeah, Northside, been a minute. What you saying, man? Like, obviously, Arsenal's doing their thing, man.
Yeah, I've my focus has been more on the chasing pack. Arsenal have actually been doing all right. So yeah, man, it's been calm.
Welks, what have you got to say for yourself?
I'm embarrassed.
I don't give a shit what Mons has to say too much because this guy just wants to talk about Arsenal. But you,
no, I'm embarrassed. I don't know. Liverpool are shameless.
Yeah,
Liverpool are shameless. I think it's disrespectful. Listen, I have high expectations for Liverpool, yeah. And listen, is this what you're coming to do, bro? People used to say, "Oh, Liverpool know how to do this type of things." And listen, let me make it clear. I'm not saying that we're not winning the league. I still gotta have my chest up high and say we're winning the league, regardless. But at the same time, you have to show some cojones. You have to show that, us man are out here. Bro, that was a blunder, bro. A blunder yesterday. And obviously, I thought you might have learned from the FA Cup thing. I thought, all right, maybe, cool. And then listen, Jurgen Klopp, I praise your in-game management. But why didn't you start Harvey Elliott, please? We all know. I saw you might talk about Szoboszlai, so I ain't going to get into it. But I share the same consensus when it comes to Szoboszlai. Elliott should start. When we won 7-0 against Man United, who started? Elliot. Against Man City, who started? Elliot. But what? Szoboszlai comes in and what?
Can we all admit, on this panel, Szoboszlai is literally a bozo. Like,
No,
that's
it's
what
not
I'm
like
calling
that. Don't do
Szoboszlai.
that. Don't do that. I'm not.
It's
I
a
don't
bozo.
do that.
I don't rate him.
Bro,
It's
it's a
not like
bozo, fam.
It's not like that. It's not like that. Szoboszlai is still a good player, but listen, at the same time,
No. He can be a good player. But Gabriel was a bozo once upon a time, but now he's Gabriel. He's got his Brazilian name back.
What's Szoboszlai good at? What's he good at? Because I'm struggling to see what he's good at, bro.
Bro, do you know what? You got me asking the same question at this.
Man said he's a saucy Hendo.
I said saucy Hendo, but Hendo was good though. I don't know.
Hendo was better than him, at least. At least Hendo was consistent.
He's Liverpool's greatest Premier League captain, so we move.
At least he was consistent. I ain't seen no consistency from Slobo. I don't think he's a creator. He's clearly not a great finisher.
No, he's consistent.
Yeah,
consistently mid. Consistently mid. That's what he is.
No, but he does create, but Klopp doesn't want to use him like that. That's the problem that I have.
No. Welcome. What does he create? Welcome. What does he create?
Listen, yes, of
Welcome.
course.
What does he create?
Klopp tells him, "Don't create, bro." He always tells him, "Run the channels. I'm sure you make out Trent or Bradley and stuff like that."
Welcome.
We don't best use him.
Welcome.
We don't best use him.
When he drives and gets to the edge of the box, what does he?
Yeah, don't get me scared. Don't get me started on that. Like, listen, and that's another thing that I wanted to talk about. Our counter attack. Back in the days, when we had a 5-on-2. Back in the day, I should say we're scoring. We've had so many times where we've countered. Like, I think the last time we scored from our counter pressing, when we had like a 3-on-2, I think it was Everton. I think that was that Mo Salah goal. But by then, we've had so many opportunities to blitz off teams, but we don't do it. What happened, bro? Like, this is what I don't get. What happened? We'll be on a 4-on-2, 3-on-2.
He's hurting.
Bro, we do not capitalize on those.
I'm gonna say it one more time. What does Szoboszlai create?
Nothing at this current time.
Thank you. Yeah, this man, this ideology that he can play 10, bin it.
No, I don't want him as a 10.
Bin it. Yeah, I know, but that's what people are saying. He needs to be in the 10. He needs to receive the ball in the half.
We don't play the 10.
He needs the ball in the half.
We don't play the 10.
He's not even a dusty baller. Like, he's a good player. Like, it's just that, bro, it's clearly not working right now. So he can't start for Liverpool. Start playing in the Europa League for now.
Yeah, no, would you take Slobo? Would you take Slobo, Liz?
Nope, I got enough problems.
Don't do that.
No, over Gallagher.
Don't do that. When Odegaard was having a meaty
it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
We all knew that we wanted Odegaard. Don't forget, your fans wanted Maddison over Odegaard.
Hungarian Gerrard. No, you wouldn't work.
The Arsenal fans wanted Maddison over Odegaard. Let's not forget that.
There's Arsenal side and the mutual, because I hate you lot, innit? Yeah, and he hates Chelsea. So it's in a way. What's the difference between Enzo coming in and doing fuck all and Szoboszlai coming in and doing fuck all? What's the difference?
No, the thing is,
no side. What's the difference? Honestly, you asked me what you take about Chelsea. What's the difference between Enzo and Szoboszlai at this moment in time?
Enzo and Szoboszlai.
What's actually the difference?
Enzo is better.
Enzo at Liverpool.
No. I say so. Difference is because that's where Szoboszlai will take his position because Gallagher is a sweetheart over there, so he ain't doing nothing.
I'll just ask him what Lewis thinks. I don't rate him, bro. I don't rate Slobo.
Exactly. And the difference. I'll tell you the similarity.
The thing I'll say with him though is it is his first season too. So in spite of him being mid, the bigger question will be what's he like next season once he's adapted.
Yeah, everyone can see that he's got a good ability, but we can all see that Enzo's got a good ability as well. I'm just saying that the similar things between Szoboszlai and Enzo that they've only put in a few good performances only at their time in their respective clubs. But
Enzo has had longer time to be at Chelsea.
Enzo plays in a worse structure though.
Yeah, facts. That's what I was going to say.
That guy's playing left centre back 1 week, left wing the next week, and second striker the week after that.
Yeah, this is why we can't even call this Szoboszlai. His name is either Szoboszlai now or Szoboszlai. You have to choose which one. It's because he's
SpongeBob.
Or what?
I call him SpongeBob.
Why?
Right.
Goes with the name, innit?
We're not IQ. We're not allowed to use Szoboszlai's young. We say this. What about Kobe Mainu? He's 18. Is he?
You can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that. Kobe Mainu is doing Old Trafford things.
The thing is, when I try to run that narrative about young, Monsters don't give a crap. If you're good, you're good, and you don't even care about the age. That's monsters. So we're not allowed to do that over here.
No. Hold on. you apply that when it suits you. When you talk about Szoboszlai, you've never spoken about his age. You've never spoken about his age.
Because man's 23 or something. So
Still
why
a
am I
young
going to
player.
talk about 23-year-old?
Still a young- bro, again, he was 22 at the start of the season.
It's just as weird as shit getting young player of the year. Why are you giving young player of the year to 23-year-olds, bro? You're a grown man.
Again, as I said, he started the season at the age of 22. Is that not a young player?
Did you give that respect to Anthony?
Hmm?
Did you give that respect to Anthony when he was just as garbage? Because they
Just
win.
garbage. Anthony,
Yes,
listen,
they
listen. Someone's moving scrubby, but don't ever.
It's Anthony levels. It's Anthony levels. No, it's Anthony levels.
Hold on.
No, don't do that.
Do not ever put that that he ain't even Brazilian. That guy's from Peru. Don't even.
What do you mean? That guy's from Sri Lanka, bro.
Do not. That man is.
I'm not speaking on Anthony
Do
after
not let
Thursday.
those blonde highlights fool you. He is horrible.
Brother,
He is horrible. He has got to. No. Listen,
One
Sobo
assist
at
this
least
season.
Sobo at least put 7-8 performances in a row at the start of the season that were good, and he's been.
but so did Anthony. He scored in his first two games. He buried Arsenal. He buried Arsenal,
and that was it.
And that's the same as Szoboszlai. After he got that dodgy penalty against Bournemouth, what has he done? He's done.
No.
Don't do that because in the Carabao Cup games, you can say Szoboszlai was good as well. I can. Don't do that as well.
Barcelona. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. What's the difference between Szoboszlai, Hungarian Gerrard, and Anthony, bro? It's the same thing, and he was the same age. Same age.
It's not the same thing. It's not
the same age.
It's not the same thing. Do you know? It's not the same thing. Do you know why? I'll tell you this, yeah. A man has come in and it's supposed to be a marquee signing, bro. And he had 3 good games where he scored in his 3 first games, and he's done fuck all since. I said at least Szoboszlai, at least he had 7-8 games at the start of the Premier League.
I don't know about 7 or 8, but
it was 7. It was again. I don't need to lie about my players. Again, I don't need to lie about my players. I don't need to lie. I don't need to. Bro, man will vouch for me. I'll crash it on my players, bro. That man is moving scruffy. I'll crash it on my players. But what I'm not going to do is take away.
Crash on Thiago then.
Huh?
Crash on Thiago.
What's Thiago got to do with it? What is Thiago got to do with it?
You say you crash on your players and you love Thiago so much. Yeah, he's injured all the time, but you don't let no one talk about him.
Cass, come on.
So no one's vouching for you. No one's vouching for you. No one's vouching
Why?
for you.
Why do we need to talk about Thiago?
I'm
That's not the conversation. We're not talking about Thiago. We're talking about Szoboszlai. Thiago has nothing to do with
Is
this.
Thiago part of Liverpool? Is Thiago part of Liverpool? Yes or no? So when he's
we're not talking about Thiago.
No, it's fine. No, welcome. Let me break it down. Since Cass has to take the
on Darwin Núñez only.
This is what happens. This is what happens when Cass is losing an argument. Yeah.
What?
When I talk about Thiago, I admit openly it's emotional and not logical, and that it's not worked out. It's emotional and not logical, and he's my favorite player. So obviously, I'm always going to say mad things that don't make sense in favor of Thiago. So that is the reason why that's a thing. And Kaz knows that, but he's losing an argument, so he wants to throw that in there. Even though
you dictate that I've lost an argument. You.
So
and me.
So no, as I said, talking about that scrubby blonde highlights, bro. He has 3 good performances in like 50 blood. Yeah, and man can never compare. Like Szoboszlai had more good performances than Anthony in his first 8 than Anthony's had in his Premier League career. Like
I don't know about that one.
And we saw straight away that Anthony was a scrub. I called it early that he was a scrub and he will stay a scrub. And I've been proved right so far. I've been proved right. Yeah, you remember all telling me give him time. That man is still a scrub. So with Szoboszlai, right now, I'm telling you, he's moving like a scrub. He can't start for my club. He needs to play in Europa League and play himself back to form. He needs to be put in the Gakpo category. That's where he needs to be put.
Yeah,
but don't compare him to Anthony.
Yeah,
I got shit. He stinks of granny poo blood.
Yeah, I love you now. Quick one, because I need to move north. Don't do that once Anthony turns up in a big game. Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and Barca. Suppose it's just a bozo. Hold that Scousers. Flop tip for Klopp. They don't want to hear it. He cost them 65 million. He's not even that far off what Anthony cost them. We ain't even giving the add-ons yet. 65 million release clause, all of them things there, yeah. Guy has played a few good games. Anthony's been benched. He's crap. They're both as shit as one another, but Mons didn't want to give the respect about age because it didn't suit it. That's what I'm trying to say. Mons likes to do this thing where he says, man can vouch for me, but every time he goes back on some of his own word at times. Crash on my own players, but yeah, he only crashed on Darwin Núñez. Let's be real.
I said the only.
Anyway,
All right, yeah, Cash,
anyways,
you're being silly. I
but
said
we're
the only
moving.
pressure on Darwin. So I've only pressure on
No.
Darwin Núñez all season.
Pretty much, other than a bit of Luis Diaz
You're
and that.
being
Not
silly.
really
You
anyone.
work with me, so you're being
Yeah,
silly. You're being silly because you work with me. You're being silly.
I don't know about that. It's scrub versus scrub at this
When,
point.
has anyone ever heard me speak about Soboslai's age? Has anyone heard me say Soboslai's a young player, so give him time? Has anyone heard me say that?
We don't do clips like that. No one gets clipped up like that no month, so we won't know. But you probably have.
I haven't said that. I'm not talking about his age because he's played like 4 or 5 seasons at a high level. In
It's right. It's mid versus mid. And Soboslai's in the best. The thing is, like Lewis said, isn't it? Shit structure. So it makes the argument even better versus good structure. Northside, what did you make of the Liverpool game, anyways? Because obviously you had your Man United shirt on yesterday, of course, for one day only. I was with you, man. I was celebrating, like I need Arsenal to win this league, my brother.
I didn't have the shirt, and I did laugh. If you count that celebration, then yeah, I did laugh. I did laugh. It's just Liverpool, man. It's just Liverpool. I seen it. Monsters. I think Monsters called it. A couple other people have called it. They rely too heavily on Salah. Núñez, we've all seen ain't good enough. To be fair, Monsters called that out as well. That Núñez ain't good enough. Diaz has been very up and down this season. You look, I can't even talk about McAllister because the opportunities were there. Sometimes I say that Liverpool don't create enough chances if it doesn't come through Trent or McAllister. It wasn't even a creativity thing because they still had enough chances to win the game. And I just don't really understand it. You know what I mean? Like Kwanzaa, I don't personally rate him that highly. It was just silly. Why not just reset the game? Pass it back to the goalkeeper. You don't need to do that. Man United started the game off pressing the hell out of Liverpool. So they're coming to press. They've got runners. They're front three. Garnacho, Rashford, Rasmus were all pressing. So they're pressing from the front. Why put yourself in that situation? You know what I mean? You're passing it back to Van Dijk and he's got no options. So why just put yourself in that stupid situation? The way that they conceded to Maino was absolutely pathetic. No one closing him down. You know what I mean? It was just... They're the victim of their own demise. I don't get it. There was an opportunity for Salah. He was almost through on goal, but it's not the Salah of old. The Salah of old runs past both defenders. They're both in line with him. He burns both of them, but this is the Salah that's now getting on. Utilize him in the box. In the box, he's still dangerous. Give him service in the box. He shouldn't be running the whole length of the pitch anymore. He's not that kind of player. What happened to Ronaldo in his latter years, in his mid-30s and early 30s, mid-30s? Even if you're not going to play him more central, just don't expect him to do all of that because he can't run the whole length of the pitch. You know what I mean? He's getting on. But one thing he still has is his goal output. You know what I mean? He's still dangerous and he took his penalty well. But the point is, it's just, I don't really understand it. You're starting Slobbo. I think Elliott was one of the best players. I think he came on and had an impact. Curtis Jones came on in the last game and he controlled the midfield. Why doesn't he get in? Why didn't he get a game? Because when you're looking on merit, Endo has merit to start in the midfield. So does McAllister. It's just Slobbo, bro. I don't understand why that guy keeps starting. It makes no sense. Based off of what? Sentiment. The guy hasn't been performing. You know what I mean? Even when I'm getting on to Diaz,
maybe it's the price tag, isn't it? They might want
the price tag. If you're not performing, then you need to hold bench, bro. Because that's how you lose it, bro. That's how managers also lose the dressing room, bro. Because man know who's performing and man knows who deserves minutes, bro. And when you're not getting those minutes, players become disgruntled. They've already got the problem that Klopp is leaving. So the fact that you're already disgruntling other players, they've already got other players that are early 30s that are already thinking, should I stay? Should I go? The whole thing going around with Diaz, you know what I'm saying? Saying that he wants to go. Don't do this. Unnecessary, bro. Slobbo should be benched, and you can justify very quickly why you should be benched. Makes no sense. Diaz was running around, but not clinical enough. Slobbo getting chances, not clinical enough. Salah in open play was trash. Yeah, you can give him props for the penalty. In open play, he was trash. I watched the game. I did a watch along. He was trash. You know what I'm saying? And a penalty should not save him because that's not good enough. You're supposed to be the captain. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. Yes, Conor Bradley wasn't the best going forward. He got into good positions. His final ball wasn't amazing, but neither was Robertson. But I'm seeing people like start to cuss down Bradley. Well, have the same energy for Robertson because he's actually the more established fullback. So have that energy with him as well. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Conor Bradley's learning his game, and you're going to get inconsistencies with younger players. The problem is, I've been seeing this in the last couple of games, and Liverpool do this, and eventually it will catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? Against Sheffield United, you should have conceded 2 goals in the opening 10, 15 minutes. You should have conceded against Brighton or absolutely cooking you in the first half. Do you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got your main defender, kick back a little bit. Me and Mons were saying the same thing. Change it up a little bit, bro. You don't have to change the whole system, but adjust a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Tell someone to kick back. Don't play so high. You're conceding chances. And only because Sheffield United and Brighton didn't put you to the sword, you think you can keep getting away with it. But the thing is, in this title race, too many draws and you're out of it. You don't need to lose games. All you got to do is drop points, bro, and you're out of it. Another draw, I think you're out of it. You know, I said the same thing with Arsenal when we didn't go for it against City.
One said that. It's not even a loss. It's the draws that are killing it.
Hey, big up to the Man United centre back as well, though. I think he had a good game. Bro.
Willie Kambawala, fam. That's
he was good.
He's not. You want to talk about age? That brother's. I didn't. He's 19, bro. 19 as well. Like, and that was his audition. He did play against West Ham once. He played actually quite well, but I think we ended up losing that game. But yeah, he had a good audition against Nunes and whatnot, and against Diaz, because Diaz was moving rampant. You know, like I can't lie. I'm seeing Diaz of old, innit? Like I feel like this time his head straight. He's moving brazy. Someone that I just don't think that's moving brazy as much as people think. But like, let's talk about this quick, yeah. I know if you have to dip north, I just did whenever, innit? But you're missing Trent, innit, Wilkes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about it, Wilkes. Talk about it now.
No, 100%. Now, Northside, I can't lie. I think it's my first time streaming with you. I think you spoke really well there because in my head, Klopp coached a 4-0 win, but the players didn't turn up. And rightly so, I think Konate should have started. I think Elliott should have started. But listen, I ain't gonna spill what you just said here. But I think with Trent, we missed Trent so badly. And even like a Diogo Jota, even a Curtis Jones, even I was a bit surprised why he didn't have been playing yesterday. But nevertheless, I think it's now we just have to blitz team. So cool, at the end of the day, we're the same points, innit? Of course, you got goal difference and stuff like that, yeah. But see Trent coming back here. I want Trent to understand, okay, this is the last 8 games, yeah. I know you can show this is the reason why you're one of the best sort of player in the world right now, and that is Trent. But Trent should be coming here thinking that, listen, respect to Conor Bradley, he's done his bit, yeah. But I think it's time for put Conor Bradley down.
One more time. Welcome. No, hold on. Yeah. That's all. No. Full screen him.
I will. So wait. By the way, Monts, you're running up your Liverpool stream later tonight.
Oh, you know it.
I'm tuning in for that one.
You know it.
How Jamie Phillips? I need to hear it all.
Getting put in a spliff.
What time?
Bro,
11.
Book it in, people. Big up to everyone, man. I got to shoot, yeah. Big up to everyone. Big up, guys. Welcome.
Big up, bro.
Big up, man.
Come on, G.
Spad me, G. You beat United, yeah. Spad me, G.
Yeah, then we drew to the worst United.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Kaz, hold that. You know what I'm saying? Hold that. That was the one I loved.
This is why I you know what? It's people like you that why I don't want Arsenal to win the league sometimes. But I have to hold it. You know what I'm saying? Like these settings here, yeah. I have to celebrate shamelessly, bro, with this shirt, and then I got people like you, bro.
Nah, it's calm. Hold that.
If you guys are really happy with that win, rotate against us, please.
Yeah, hold that.
Hey, you're looking cold. It was looking cold up the north earlier, weren't you? We'll talk about Chelsea. Don't worry.
We don't have to. You don't have to.
But yeah, what was he saying anyway? Sorry, Wilkes, repeat if you don't mind. Oh, wrong one.
Wait, what?
Oh, never mind. One sec. I need to edit it. Don't worry. Go on. Let me edit it quick.
I think Conor Bradley's done his time. Thank you for your services.
Yeah, that's the one.
Bring back Trent.
That's the one.
Trent, because if Klopp dares that Trent is back and he doesn't start him, then we'll have a serious problem.
You know what's funny though?
I don't see why he would though.
When I tried to tell, and it's not just Welcome, I'm crashing it on here. I'm crashing it on Cal. I'm crashing it on Jamie. I'm crashing it on all of them. Because when I said this, I said, bro, this doesn't necessarily mean I'm saying Bradley shit. I think Bradley is a top.
He had a decent game, to be fair. As well.
Bro, he's a top talent. But you need killers. We're not battling for fourth, where Bradley and that can play. He can play another 10, 15 games. Or, he can play the rest of the season and keep Trent fit. And no, we're going for a Premier League. Play your best players. Play your best players. We don't even know if they're going to be there. Obviously, maybe not Trent, but play your best players, bro. Like, I understand the recency bias of how it looks to have a balanced wing back, and how it can look a bit defensively better, or Conor Bradley is good, but bro, come on, Trent is Trent.
Trent to fight for his play.
Kaz is a Man United fan, and even he was wilding when he heard it, bro. He was wilding when he heard what was being said about how Trent should rotate if he's not playing in midfield.
Yeah,
what?
You should be worried as a right back.
What?
Yeah, scary hours. Scary hours.
that makes
But
no
listen,
sense.
no, but you need, listen. Fundamentally, you need Trent. So Trent, and these couple games that we have, I think a Trent will absolutely survive as well. And Betetic as well is coming back as well. All I'm saying, I'm not saying Betetic should come in and start, but it's just I think Klopp needs to change it up a bit. Drop Nunes, play Gakpo, play Salah in that sort of, do something different. Play Curtis Jones and stuff like that. Put Konate back now. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. Listen, Kwanzaa, you've been great as well. Put Van Dijk and Kwanzaa there. Van Dijk and Konate, sorry. And then Alisson, we'll wait and see in it. Because Kelleher, at the same time, he's been great. And he's even surprised me at a point where I'm like, when I see Kelleher, I'm like, oh, Kelleher's playing. Like, that's calm. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, we're going for a Prem. And I need this Prem. I need it. I need this Prem. So it ain't doom and gloom. I don't think we're bottlers like that. Like I don't like the term when people try to say bottle, because I think people just use that like so willy-nilly.
Yeah, that's argument.
Yeah, but like at the same time, it ain't that we're still in a title race. But now we've just made it harder for ourselves. Now
has it changed now since Arsenal beat their bogey team, but you couldn't get over your recent bogey team, which is us?
Why does Eric Ten Hag do this though? That's what pisses me off, bro. Why does he do it? It's such an awkward type of style that Klopp has not figured out, bro. And I thought he would have learned. I thought he would have learned against a 4-3 in the FA Cup. But no, this guy done. But then again, I think, yeah, like I said, Klopp coached a 4-0, but these players just didn't do it. That's what I think. I don't want to crash it on Klopp too much, because he did basically coach the 4-0. But man, weren't cutting it. So yeah, and you little 18-year-olds like, come on, just do like hyping up the fans and stuff like that. Come on, grow up, bro.
No, that was, by the way, that was Man United, brother. But at the same time,
Bruno do that, bro. These man, do you know how shit Man United are? Like, do you know
the way I was cussing Bruno before that goal, was unreal, fam. Honestly, I can't understand this brother. I can't even that's out of how many games have you played so far, people in the comments, or even 31, 30, something like
31.
That. That's Man United's 26th different back line this year alone. Yeah, 26th different back line, different players.
And even Maguire used to be the man that you press Maguire, then you're in goal. But Maguire had a decent game. I can't be faulting it.
He actually looked quite comfortable. I ain't gonna cap. There was one moment where he was a bit bozo-ish, but it was like when he went over,
winning his headers.
Anytime he was in the lanes, I'm like, nah, not today, man. Please don't do it. And he gave away the ball at one point, but he was all right still. But that's what happens when you play low block. People can understand, like, anytime there's a low block, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. Every coach can play low block. It is what it is.
Do you know what Klopp has difference with Pep though? Pep can play against, and this is what frustrates me when I see City, and that's why I have to respect City's thing. Even with a low block here, City can still carve you open. For some reason, as Liverpool, Klopp has not figured out how to beat a low block convincingly, bro. He always likes this chaos football for him to to play the best football, but it's not sustainable at times, and that's why you can say the draws kills us, because we give opportunities to the opposition. We see that City. Bro, they played Everton. Everton played a low block, but they still won, bro. So that's why I don't get it, bro. Like, this is why City, I have to respect City's thing at the end of the day.
Yeah, I also asked once quickly before we jump onto Arsenal, Chelsea. I want to talk about Chelsea. Once, has your opinion changed on Kobe Manu yet? I'm gonna admit he didn't have the greatest game yesterday, but he scored a great goal in it, and that's what mattered. He turned up. But I just want to see him once.
A great game, though.
Is he Man United? When I say he's Man United's best midfielder. Is he Man United's best midfielder?
No. I'll give you that one. Definitely give you that one. I think he is Man United's best midfielder. I still don't think it's very hard for that to be a thing. But I just feel like he wasn't even that good yesterday.
He wasn't. First half he was a ghost. Actually, they were all ghosts. Man United, the whole team were ghosts. I don't think no one's helping one another. Second half, I think he got a little bit more into it. I saw him body Saboza and McAllister out the way again. The guy's a unit, weirdly, but yeah, man, I think he's just that guy, innit? He's got a decent little finish on him. Didn't realize it was that. I thought it was.
Man, it's not popular though. If you might let him go. If you guys don't perform, you don't win trophies. This man would dip as well,
I doubt it. But what's it called? You know what? I don't know what it is with him. I thought the Wolves finish was a bit of a blip, and then I see the way his technique. He does this little foot wrap things that Thiago does it.
Yeah, Thiago does it. Yeah.
Thiago does it when he shoots. He does the little, the little curve.
Velcro.
Yeah. That's the one. It's just like your technique crazy. Who does it? Someone for Chelsea does it when they shoot as well. It might be. I think it might be Enzo the way he tries to bend it. I think it's just centre mids in general, isn't it? But They just got that weird technique when they shoot the ball where it's just like it's curving, bro. It's gonna go.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. And we can admit Casemiro.
He's
The way this is, Casemiro is finito, man.
Do you think it's him himself or the midfield structure for you guys too?
I think a bit of both. I think it's a bit of both.
He needs protection if you want to get the best out of him, but his better days are done.
Yeah, his better days are definitely finished. You know what it is? I saw one where Luis Diaz was running and he's trying to do, you know that thing, yeah, where if you've ever had nephews, nieces, or if you've got little kids or something, you're trying to grab them, like, you know, when you get down when they're trying to run past you and all that, and you're just getting down low and you just, I don't know, you're just playing with them and whatnot, yeah? Brother, man was doing that, yeah, and looked like he just got his ankles broken like his basketball fan. Like I said, I'm fit, I'm done. I think I'm done with this guy, like, honestly, but I hope
Saudi's definitely loading for my man.
Brother, I honestly, but
I would wait until you get a new coach though to fully judge.
I would rather, if I don't like the thought of getting rid of one of the 5-time Champions League winners in my books. I think you need experience in there. I don't think Casemiro would be the worst thing to let go in the world. I think letting Varane go might not be the worst, but it has to be one or the other in my books.
No, you have to let them go. Football's not moving. Do you know what I realize about football? Football's moving a different way. You need these young G's, bro. If you got but you don't end up like Chelsea. You need winners in and around the squad. Otherwise, who's brooding that winning mentality?
But
you can still make those. You can make those winners. If you have a good coach, you can make them.
Yeah, that's fine if you have a good structure and a good coach. But hey, we don't have that.
Yeah, it's coming, man. What we did?
Turam, bro. Yeah, Kefren Turam. He would probably run that midfield.
He's not even all that, bro. I'll be honest. But guys,
Man United under a good structure and a good players around him, you can take that, bro. I think Casemiro, Varane, all these man. I think the game is done, bro. That's what.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna admit, yeah, I watched most of him at this point of the season. But when I was watching Ligue 1 at the start of the season until about January, that guy's not it, bro. He's stiff. The guy's stiff, man. But
he's wavy, bro.
He's stiff.
I'll take a clone.
Yeah, I want him. But what's it called? Guys, make sure you smash the like button. Don't just hear me saying it's like, oh, whatever. There's like 500 of viewers in it. Please smash the like button. I remember when Lewis used to do this thing, yeah, where he says, unless I get 300 likes, we're not continuing the stream. I remember, do you remember those days,
the
Lewis?
whole panel gone silent.
Yeah, literally. Imagine that. But yeah, let's move on to Chelsea. Let's move on to Chelsea. We can talk about Arsenal, obviously, but and City and all that kind of stuff, but we can join them together. Talk about this dusty Chelsea. They beat one United, but couldn't get past another. I can't lie, I'm embarrassed.
Burnley scoring, you know.
Burnley with 10 men, Sheffield United in the dying minutes, you know. Thiago Silva not even playing and getting on the score sheet. Like, just talk about it.
We didn't even just draw. We were the second best team against the team bottom in the table. Minus 52 goal difference, and they left with minus 52 goal difference. We didn't change a single thing. They had more XG, they had better shots, they had more touches in the opposition box than we did. We looked absolutely clueless. The structure was a mess. Again, we decided we were going to put Gallagher at left wing for no reason. Even though I think we had like 2 left wingers on the bench. We thought, no, the Rottweiler's got to start. The Rottweiler has to start. So there you go. We're going to throw you on the left wing. And obviously, because he don't like staying in his position, Cucurella had to do the whole left side job by himself. He had to play left wing and left back simultaneously. On the right-hand side, Madueke and Jackson are both being isolated because Gallagher's out of position. Palmer's also been thrown into the middle for no reason. The guy's been cooking on the right-hand side, so we think, you know what we'll do? We'll put him in the middle. Because why not? Why not? Like, you clearly seem more comfortable on the right, so we're going to change that. We're going to change that.
Who that? Madueke?
Yeah, we had Madueke on the right. We put Palmer in the middle.
Okay.
Don't know why we put Palmer in the middle, but hey, that's the coach for you. Didn't have any control of the match. Could barely get the ball into the final third. We score off a corner. Then we concede off. It was a good pass, but Petrovic also gets done in at the near post.
I need to check this.
Second half, again, we do a whole load of nothing. Just get the second goal because they finally leave Madueke unmarked and he gets a goal. And then we decide, right, the goal scorer and the assister, 2-1 up against Sheffield United. What am I going to do? Get off the pitch. Get off the pitch. We're going to take you off. So it's not like we need to up the goal difference or anything. No, get off the pitch. We're going to defend now. We're going to defend. Gallagher left wing, it hasn't worked. So I'm going to put Gallagher right wing. We'll see how that works. It wasn't very effective. Then, last set piece of the game, we bring on 2 defenders just to waste time, even though they're pretty unaware of what to do with that set piece. And like the other players there are already set up. Why'd you go and change it? And then immediately we concede. Immediately. It's the point where it's just comical. Like, I was near laughing when the second goal went in because it's like, what more do you say? Like, I knew we would do something like this. That's why I weren't too gassed when we beat United. It was just, oh, finally I beat Manchester United. It's been 7 years. 7 years. Finally we've done it. But I was like, go on a run before I get gassed. You think I ain't been here before? Where you lot go and get one big result and then you go drop points to some stupid team. I knew we were going to do some stupidness against Sheffield United. I just didn't think they would be the better team on the day. Usually, people will come in with a copium and say, oh, Poch coached a 4-0 win. Oh, if you score this chance, you win the game. You can't even say that with this game. You can't. Because we didn't even make enough chances.
What, are there actually people that are still poaching?
Yeah. There's still people poaching. I can't help them anymore. I've already said, if you're poaching, stay over there. I'm not debating with you. I refuse. I refuse to debate. I need to protect my mental state at some point. I'm not doing it. If you back Poch, whatever, you'll probably still keep your girl if she cheats on you. That's a you problem.
I mean, it was only like the other day where Dom was talking about the game in hand and all this kind of bullshit and blah blah, catching Man United up and getting.
Forget Europe. Forget Europe. Like, come on, we in a week we've dropped points to the 2 worst teams in the league, and we want to talk about Europe. Like, yeah, go for it. I'm not believing that crap anymore. You want to believe we can get into Europe, and then I'll believe it. Right now, we don't even deserve it. We don't deserve it. We could have got rid of this dickhead months ago and actually had the chance of being in Europe. Hell, we might have had a Carabao Cup in the bank as well if we did that. But no, we chose to keep him all season. You problem. I'm not letting this get to me any more than it already has done.
Smash the likes. People keep running it up. We're like 25 off of 500, 200. So if you don't mind, run that up. But yeah, look,
can I ask Lewis a question?
A quick one, Monts, by the way, just for you both. He's not lying, yeah, when he said Sheffield United had 1.06 more XG than them.
No.
And you know what? This isn't even a shock because when we played them at the Bridge in the first half, they had more XG than us then too. At home.
Nah, that's crazy.
That's correct.
Who do you want? So Poch gets sacked, but he has to get sacked, right? Because I don't believe he can go to next season with Pochettino. I definitely think.
I don't think they can afford it. I don't think they can afford to sack him yet. I have to wait for the new season.
No, we can. We just haven't done it because of ego.
Who would you want as a manager?
Well, Amarim's available. I wouldn't mind him. The Zerbi, for all the defensive issues, I mean, he'd still have us playing better football and making more chances. Who's available?
Nagelsmann.
Nagelsmann. I wouldn't like the bar's in hell. The bar's in hell. Anyone with decent game management and a decent style of play, I don't care. I just need Poch gone. This guy isn't improving anybody. He's throwing players under the bus again. Talking about, these players ain't got it in them to play 3 games a week. You ain't got it in you to manage at the top level. And you want to throw these players under the bus. They're the ones that are relying on you because they're inexperienced. And yet here you are, leaving them out to dry. We are getting dominated by the team bottom of the table. Bottom. They're one of the worst teams in Premier League history. And they're taking the piss out of us.
I mean, Mons, you had a question. What is it going to be? I forgot what it might be.
Speak about Caicedo. I left it for a little bit. And I've got an agenda. Like, what?
What about Caicedo?
Guys,
like, I genuinely don't think the midfield did anything wrong.
Guys are spicy.
That wasn't the problem. The problem was we couldn't get the ball into the final third because our structure was disjointed as hell. Yeah, I had Enzo the entire first half telling players where to run.
Kobe Mainu is what I think you lot thought you was getting in it.
I didn't know who Meno was a year ago. I'll be real.
No, I'm just saying, like, what we're seeing from Menu now is maybe what you thought he was getting in it. He's a spicy, marvelous Nakamba in it. Like,
fair enough. But you lot put 110 million on the table for that spicy.
And guess what? I could always count on my trusty brother Chelsea to just save me from the bullets. You like to have to follow me like this.
You said,
bro. I know it's easy to blame the two players that cost the most money. Fair enough.
He was dumb, but you man were dumber cunts.
Caicedo wasn't the problem, but I understand the narrative. I get it. It's still bitter over the summer. I get it. It's cool. It's cool. We're ninth. I'm not even gonna try talk you down too tough on it, but they ain't my problem. I'm not hanging them out to dry. If you want to talk about someone who should have stepped up, who was poor, Palmer was poor. Palmer was poor all game. Even if he got no, I'm not saying disrespect, but like if we want to talk about players who played badly in that game, we'll talk about Palmer.
Badly. He kind of, but this guy, this Cole Palmer.
I'm not saying he isn't, but Caicedo and Enzo aren't the ones that I'm looking at in this game.
Yeah, but you have to do.
Why? Let me guess. The price tag. It always goes to price tag over what actually happened on the football pitch.
Price tag's always relevant. Sometimes I always forget. Sometimes I forget. Marvelous Nakamba costs 115 million. You know, crazy. When you deep it sounds so normal in our heads, yeah. And he's like, no, don't worry about price. I think Caicedo's been all right this season, yeah. Out of all the three midfielders, right?
You think?
But
he's been our best midfielder this season.
Yeah. But the thing is like sometimes it's not good enough for what the price tag offers. And is that down to the coach?
That's where the argument always gets to. It goes from performance on the pitch to, for the 115 million, he's not having the desired impact. Okay, say you think we overpaid for him then. Just get to the point. Because that's where it is. Everyone wants to go from performance and they eventually deflect to the price tag and where the team is. Yeah, so just say where it is. You think we overpaid for Caicedo. There's your argument. Don't talk to me about him being crap all season because that's a lie.
Yeah.
But when it's time to show up, and you think, okay, as a player, if you know, okay, forget the
price. Nakamba.
Has Nakamba? Hold on.
That one's got him.
And you want to say he didn't play badly? Like, come on, bro. Let's be consistent.
That's got Lewis. That has got Lewis.
You know what's got me though? It's because these players are actually so much better than the fucking position on the table, and it's because we have this dickhead in charge, and that's why we're sitting here in ninth.
But Lewis, that's where we disagree. I don't believe the players are like 12th place grade, but I don't believe they're any further than 7th or 6th. In my opinion, like
okay, but here's the thing: we should be around that position. I'm not saying we should be 4th. I'm saying we should be competing for top 4. I'm not saying guaranteed 4th place with a different manager. No, I'm saying we would be competing for top 4. Then you talk to me about experience and all of that, and I hear you. I'm listening, but I'm talking about getting that just to be in the European spots. Nah,
no, but
you lose me,
bro. Listen, I'm just saying the whole Caicedo thing, yeah, like. Maybe I might write down a script and give it to like Kaz or something so he can explain it. And then maybe because he's not a Liverpool fan, it might make more sense. We've normalized, as Kaz said, we have normalized the fact that this man is the most expensive Premier League signing of all time.
And it doesn't even feel like
because I don't know if
the narrative would be completely different if he signed for you guys for that price tag and us.
As I said, you man. Took the bullet for me, so we're not gonna go there. You know what I'm saying?
No, but we agree it would be looked at completely differently if he ended up at Liverpool instead of Chelsea. No,
I guess. Hold on. How about this? I guess we'll never know.
I can't lie. I don't think
predict. I'm not asked. Predict.
I don't know.
I'll predict. I'll predict. Then can I predict? I can't lie. I think whatever Caicedo's done for Brighton, Endo's just done just as well. For 100 million less. Like,
well, Endo's been a good transfer, so I ain't even gonna try talking down.
I think I can't lie. At this point, I think.
Yeah,
I think
Caicedo would have started better.
That's
the only thing I would have said.
Have you noticed how no one talks about Declan Rice's price tag?
Yeah, because also top of the league.
No one. I think
also top of the league.
I'm saying I'm not even sitting there saying Caicedo's a scrub in it.
He's not a scrub.
He's not a complete scrub. He's not rusty. He's just all right. And for me, Marvelous Nakamba, I don't think he's a scrub. I think he's just all right. Like he's a DM that's gonna put himself about. He's gonna cut a couple passing lanes and play the odd forward pass when he can.
You know, he is Caicedo's not
sound like.
Caicedo.
Cardio. That's what it sounds like. Moises cardio.
So we've again gone back to the price tag. That's fine.
But to be fair,
that's where it always ends up.
I think we clocked out. If we're going to be a little bit more objective, Caicedo isn't a lone six. He really isn't. He needs someone next to him. If you have Lavia next to him, not Enzo, but that guy, yeah, it has to be for me. You know what I would do, yeah? First,
if anything, you have Lavia sitting deeper.
It has to be for me. It has to be Lavia as the deepest, Caicedo, and then further forwards either Nkunku, unless you want to put him on the left, which I think he can be effective. But see that Chukwuemeka, yeah, that guy's a player. For me, that guy is a player, yeah, because he's got, you know, what he reminds me of. You know, them guys are just
should have started.
Natural athletes, yeah, that can run past a man, like, and he's got daddy long legs, yeah. He's just
close control everything.
And then you can have Palmer and Kunku's on the wing. I think you're cooking, but we move in it.
Our manager prefers road runners. That's why the Rottweiler gets 90 minutes in the armband every week.
Yeah, no, it's you got me there. But I'm just saying, just like let me just one last little bit. I know Chelsea fans are in the mud a little bit, but let me see the table quickly. You're back in ninth.
Oh, do we have to?
You're back in ninth. You're back in ninth. I thought you was eighth at one point. No, you wasn't. You're in ninth.
No, ninth. I think that's the highest we've been this season.
Your game in hand is Tottenham and
Arsenal.
Bournemouth, Wolves, Brighton are all one game from being above you. Actually, depends on goal difference. And Fulham are not. Don't end up back in 12th, Lewis, please. Anyway, XL bully of the ball will get that dog. Anyway,
hey, no, we got Everton who just got that 2 points deduction. They need to get it back.
No, but we got told that when they got the 10-point deduction that they're going to come hurt Man United, but they got smashed. So I don't think.
Hey, that's you. They beat us last time.
Oh,
so they could do the double.
Yeah, there we go. Just the last little bit. Obviously, Arsenal won 3-0. Like, absolutely, I think, bar the first half, second half especially, anyways, they absolutely battered Brighton. And then Man City looking a little bit, well, actually looking very fluid at this moment of time. The title race is hot. Welks, who are you more afraid of, in your opinion?
Arsenal.
Ooh.
But that's not me discounting City either. But I think with Arsenal, I don't like this feeling that Arsenal have. Arsenal fans have every right to be giddy about their team right now, and rightly so. From the back to the top. Listen, they play good football, man. I can't even cap. I watched that Brighton game thing, and obviously I didn't expect. I knew Arsenal was going to win, but it's just the manner that these men are winning. And when you got that sort of momentum going with you, I keep hearing that Arteta said that he knew that Liverpool was going to drop points, right? And that's why he done a calculated draw against City. Is that true or is that not true? Is that something?
I'm not too sure.
Okay, nevertheless, but yeah, I think the fact that he just Liverpool drop points now, and then him, and he can just blitz teams, bro. Obviously, it will get tricky. I do think that it's going to get tricky between the Champions League, like, you know, trying to balance it out. But I think with Arsenal right now, they're clean, man. They're clean. City, I don't know. I still think their backline is a bit spooked, man. I can't lie. I'll keep it honest with it. I think when it comes to attack, they're all calm, and I do believe that City can still blitz teams. But I think you can get at City, and I think, yeah. But I haven't been convinced with City, and I'll be annoying if City wins the league. I just think it will be unjustified because I don't think they've been great this season. I think Arsenal has been better, and I would even say that Liverpool's been better than City.
They might be even out of the Champions. Imagine they go out of Champions League. Look, they're missing Ake tomorrow, Vardio, and Walker. Wait, Vardio's out. Vardio's out.
Yeah, wow. He got injured against Palace, and Real Madrid had 9 days to prepare. So I believe Real Madrid's going to smoke City. That's what I believe. I believe that Real Madrid.
Like, without Walker, I don't know who's catching Vinny. You know.
Yeah, I think that's his peak. But then again,
if Jordan Ayew's moving the way he is, like against my man in the back line with flipping Eze, I wonder what Vinny and Rodrigo is going to do.
Yeah, so I think it could be City, but then City could be like, you know what, fuck it, let's pick one, champs or Prem. So, but yeah, I think Arsenal's the team that I fear for, man. I can't lie, because if Arsenal win this league, you know, it's curtains after this. It's curtains.
Yeah, let it happen, man. Let it be curtains. Let it be curtains.
But Liverpool to win the league, though. That's still me, though. I'm still saying that.
No.
Anyone but Arsenal.
Why? Why not Arsenal? Because they're fans.
Yep. Their fans, their existence, the institution, the players.
The whole establishment.
Everything. Yeah, just everything to do with it.
Lewis, this is technically your club's fault, anyways. You're meant to be up there. I'd rather be rooting for you or something, but I can't. I have to pick out the three evils. I've got no choice.
Hey, we took the same amount of points of Arsenal as Man City.
Wait 1 sec.
It's their problem. Hell, same as Liverpool so far.
Yeah, Arsenal, Blitz, and Brighton. Would you say that's changed people's narratives down once? A little bit, because they were the bogey.
Mute.
You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
There was a stat saying that I think Arsenal haven't lost to Brighton since like 2020. So I think the whole bogey thing's a bit of a myth with Arsenal and Brighton these days.
No, they smoked them last season.
No, from the first few years in the Premier, it's a bit down now.
Yeah. I think there was a moment where Brighton were really tricky for Arsenal. But
they beat them last season at Emirates. That's when they carved open Arsenal. I remember that last season. They absolutely annihilated. De Zerbi did a number.
Oh yeah.
Caicedo was moving.
3-0.
That was the Caicedo that I thought Chelsea was buying because he had a great game.
Oh, at the Emirates.
I see what a good structure does for you. He was playing right back.
Yeah, yes, he was. He was playing right back. Yes, I remember.
Good managers, eh?
Yeah. I remember that.
No, starting wrong there. So from I don't know if it's a bogey team. I think Brighton have just got the better of them a few times, and and I think at the Emirates, I believe it's for some reason. I think it was also it's usually at the Emirates that they do well against Arsenal. But listen, it's still a game to win. I think every game's a cup final. And yes, Brighton played well in parts of the game, but if you can't finish your dinner, ball in the back of the net, you're gonna get hurt. We learned that against Man United, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to suffer. They've suffered that against Arsenal. You have to take your chances against Arsenal. You don't get many. They don't concede many chances. They're very balanced, defensively sound. Best team in the league in terms of goals conceded. So what can you say? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think the narrative changes at all. I think it's in Arsenal's hands now. But I think there's a lot more swings and roundabouts to come in this title race. So it's not all doom and gloom. Because we've dropped the points. I feel like this will happen to the likes of City and Arsenal. It's just up to Liverpool to keep winning our games as well. I think Kai Havertz probably is at the moment performing to a level where here's the Kai Havertz thing with me. I think the people that are saying, he's getting gassed up for scoring goals. I mean, well, if you can't get gassed up if you're scoring goals, then what can you get gassed up for, in my opinion? On the other hand, what I do say and understand about the Havertz thing is that I feel like his level, the level for Kai Havertz to receive proper praise, I think has been lowered significantly.
Oh, it's been there for 2 years.
But like, it's one of those things where now he's performing at a level where if he can build on this and keep putting in performances and solidify a mainstay in the Arsenal team, then there's going to be less and less space for people to hit on what he's doing. As I said, I do think people baby him a little bit, but maybe that's the baby, and maybe that's what you needed to get the Kai Havertz you're seeing now.
Yeah, because in seven games, he's got 5 goals and 4 assists in his last 7. And if that ain't telling me that there's something there. But Chelsea fans said they've seen this before, bro. There's something ever since he's been playing striker. That's been playing striker, and he got his first goal was against Burnley. He wasn't even playing striker. He was playing centre mid at that game. I remember. But other than that, he started playing striker around, I'm looking at it right now, was actually against Liverpool. Liverpool was when he started playing striker. And that was back in Feb at the start. So that's why I told people like a little bit like the other day, about giving Kai Havertz prop the way he needs to be prop. Bro, since he's been there, I'm not saying he's cooking. On the eye, he's never going to cook because we look at him as a scrub. But when you look at his overall gameplay in terms of just linking up and that, like and holding the ball against these mad centre backs, because the guy's he's like a giraffe, he's lanky and that. Bro, his performances are there on top of his goals and assists. I'll be real. I wouldn't say he's done nothing.
I think it's because his physicality is that's the one real change.
As long as you do the basics right, that's good base. That's just steady Eddie 5.5. 6.
That's all he has to do at Arsenal. With Chelsea, we need him to do everything. You need him to do everything. He was brought in as an all-rounded player and barely did anything.
Maybe at Chelsea, he wasn't coached properly the way he needed to be. I mean, Tuchel got
because he got into the right positions. It weren't a case where the guy was just doing nothing. Like, he was put in the position to try and help the team and failed Failed
People
miserably.
forget, people forget this guy is 24, going on 25 as well. So I didn't realize he was actually that young. I thought this brother was like 26 at this point.
No, don't do young. He's a big man according to you.
He's a big man. No, he's a big man. He is a big man. But I didn't realize he was that young. I didn't call him a young player.
Well spotted.
Wait, well, all right. If I see that Roms or Salah or someone a bit younger, Lewis, because obviously Lewis is younger than man and all that kind of stuff. You're a young player. You're young, but I didn't call you a young player, like as in like a young G. There's a difference. I didn't realize he was that young. I didn't say he was a young guy like Mino. Come on, man. There's a difference. Context.
22 still a young player.
Yeah, I'll say 22 is a young G, I would say. But
and that's what Sabazda was saying when he was signed. He was 22.
Yeah, he was, but he's not no more. Kingsley says, if AFC win the league, pack your bags. It's time to move. I mean, where are we moving to?
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
I've seen it.
Amram's got a 3-year deal offered. Who's that by? What link is that? You are called Mr. Link. How can you do that with that link?
I've seen that popping up.
And then I said, Brighton have lost at home. Brighton have lost at home since September. What do you mean? Brighton have lost at home since September. Haven't or have?
I think they haven't lost a home game since September still.
Oh, for real?
I think they have a good home record. Yeah, they have a decent. I think their home record's a bit decent.
I thought they were getting pammed like all the time, pretty much.
No,
I can't lie.
No, away from home.
I still would take De Zerbi at Old Trafford. I still believe better players than that. He would cook differently, but a little bit better than what he's doing now. But I'm desperate anyways. Get this ball prick out of my flipping.
Thomas Tuchel. I think
no, stop. The bar's low.
He's rubbed out. I don't think he's rubbed.
No, he's rubbed. Why do you take him then? Do you take him?
Huh?
Would you take him out at Liverpool?
No.
Exactly. Then shut up. Then,
but that's different though. Liverpool setup is different.
No, it's not different. No, it's not different.
I wouldn't like
Wait, you want to Amram?
He's not saying that he wouldn't be a good man. He wouldn't succeed at Liverpool.
What's the difference? You said it's a different setup. Then what's Amram then?
No, Amram's it's different, but it's more suited to the players that we have, and it's almost.
What do you mean Tuchel? No, it ain't. Tuchel could have your players easy.
Oh yeah, but Tuchel's very defensive minded. Like he wanted Chelsea the Champions League being so defensive and boring.
He's not defensive minded. He plays attacking. He just plays.
That's why they had one of the best. And when under Tuchel, they had one of the best defense.
Nah, man. If you wouldn't take Tuchel after thing, then we ain't taking Tuchel. Especially when it's going through 2 rebuilds or whatever you want to call I wouldn't even say yours is a rebuild. It's more like an adaptation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Period. But yeah, man. Other than that, City blitzing. They're looking real fluid. They look fluid against Palace. All right, quick question before we end here. Were Palace robbed? Do you man actually think that was a penalty? Because I don't see how that's a penalty personally. I'm going to be honest. I don't see how that's.
Well, what is a pen? What is a pen in this?
Yeah, these days, what can you even call a?
If it's soft and there's contact, it still counts.
Yesterday, that was a pen for Harvey Elliott.
Yeah, I do. I'm one of the ones who actually think it's a penalty. I think if you go down as clumsy as that at that speed, I feel like you're giving the referee a decision to make in today's game, which is a penalty. That if it's not the first point of contact, that I think it goes into the category of the Madueke Darlow one, where I think the Darlow one was very soft on Madueke. It look in real time though, it looks like a stone wall because he's dropped. Yeah. Because he's dropped and Madueke's dropped. Like they just basically just
like Harvey Elliott, where he didn't get no contact. That one, innit?
This what I'm saying. So when you look at the way Darlow fell, there was actually barely any contact on Madueke. It was the arm that brushes him, and then he falls. He does then he does that. But if you look at the Wan-Bissaka tackle as well, there's no contact on Wamby's first swing when he comes in really quickly. But if you look at Harvey's standing leg, he catches the standing leg. But it's like that's why I say it's soft. I think if the ref waves it away, I don't think it gets overturned. But I still think in today's game, it's a harsh penalty, isn't it? Especially when you're going how can you go down like that in the box at that speed? You're giving it that's just I think United fans should be looking at Wan-Bissaka's recklessness rather than
that's why a lot of fans ain't gone to the outrage like it was the one versus the Gabriel and Hoyland or something like that. Like one of those ones. But it's just why are you even slide tackling in the box? Like, are you dumb? There's 9 minutes to go. Idiot.
There's not really much danger. I know they said you could say there was danger on the edge of it, but there's not mad danger where
you know what the maddest thing is? That's twice where he's fucked us up. The Brentford one way he's keeping every man on side, and then he lost us a lot of points. I can't lie. Wan-Bissaka alone, but whatever. But yeah, we're gonna end it there. Smash the like button on the way out. We should be back tomorrow. Might try. Probably tomorrow in the afternoon. But yeah, other than that, stay blessed, I suppose. I think it's the last day of Ramadan potentially as well, so make the most of it. Because I am in a bit.